Telling me I'm going live, but I ain't believing shit, motherfucker. Yo, motherfuckers tell me I'm going live, that means I'm going dead. Going live, going dead. Oh my God, motherfucker. Even my telephone tell me I'm going live. Oh God, motherfucker. Whew. By heck. I'm waving at you, but I know you can't see me. Anyway, this one. Hello, good evening, and welcome to Raconteurs After Dark. With me, Jason, your menial host and man who wants to get to the bottom of absolutely everything, but not to everything's bottom, if you know what I mean. Anyway, it's Raconteurs After Dark, and I thought I'd do a good evening to, I'll say hello to some people in chat room, first of all. Chris O'Rourke's good in there, Paul Cotty, of course, who was on Tuesday, good evening to you. Denny's in there as well. Mog UK is in. Best intro music on YouTube, bar none. Thank you very much. That is written by my good friend Heath Dweft. You'll find him on Facebook and on YouTube as well. We don't give him enough credit. But it is by far the best intro music on YouTube, bar none. Matt Caddy, Gren C. Harper watching there on Facebook. Basil's mum, good evening to you. Lop Sumath to throw. Oh, always when I have a bit of trouble with that one. Lops Athro. Dave Iron, good evening to you as well. And he says evening, Lops and Matthew and everybody else, and Tony's in as well. Have you kicked him out, love? Yeah. Kicked him out. He's been kicked out of the bedroom. We've come to bed tonight, and it's all well. She's going to come. I've come here to do this, talk to you a lot, and she's gone to bed, and she's had dog in with her, and while he's in with her, instead of getting on bed and going to sleep like he were downstairs, fucking bang out, he's fucking trotting around like a dickhead. So she can't get to sleep. You know, that's no good. So she's kicked him out, and now he'll sit outside of her room. He is a one, my good friend Watson. Good evening to you, Paula. Yes, Amwell Stave as well. Yo. So what we've been finding out this week? I mean, it's been an up and down week, hasn't it? Really? I mean, as far as coronavirus or COVID-19 is concerned. Nothing's really happened where I live, so I think I saw somebody knocking on doors earlier on, but they didn't knock on my door, and they would have got told, what to do. But I think they're making Leeds. Also, that's a new spike, and they're perhaps going to do a lockdown in Leeds because young people, these young people that are not doing the social distancing, not being where they're supposed to be, not being 6 feet apart or 2 meters or whatever. So they're on about locking Leeds down, which it might not be a bad idea. Leeds locked down again might not be a bad idea. Football season is due to start in a week or two. I think it's next weekend. I don't know how that's going to work. I've not had an offer of a refund on my season tickets. So I don't know what's going to happen because they're not going to allow people into the stadium. I mean, the size of our stadium and the amount of people that turn up, you probably could sit 2 meters apart, everybody, because things have been so shit for such a long time. Well, I don't know how that's going to work. I really don't know how that's going to work. You see, what they're offering is they're offering excuse me. They're offering what we're talking about. You see, this is where my mind goes fucking mad. What were we talking about? I just get into it anyway. But Paula says Paul Leeds, maybe hibernation would be kinder. He could wake up recharged for springtime. Good, yeah, that would be great. If we could get Leeds to hibernate, I'd love that. Absolutely love that. That'd be good. And Chris O'Rourke, Jason, seen the video of the fella on the train in Liverpool getting sprayed by the. I'm assuming it's the Plazzy spray. Being sprayed by the Plazzy copper. So that was not even a copper that then. Because I did see that. I didn't get up to the point where he got sprayed because these things I tend to know what's coming, and it upsets me to watch them. And it does upset me to watch when somebody's someone's fucking clearly being violated. So if that weren't an actual copper, then God knows what. God knows what they're doing. But I've had this thing, and it's been going through my mind. And I was thinking about it, and I thought, if you take humans as insects, right? So we're us right at the bottom. We're the ones with the flies, right? So what we're doing is we're going around and fucking going around, and we're all on, you're on a piece of dog shit, and you're with your mate fly, and your mate fly says, "Is this really all that's fucking for life?" And he's just said, "Just fucking shut up and carry on spewing up on this fucking piece of shit. Otherwise, we'll fucking get in bother." And then the flies, they come and they go, and they do fucking menial stuff. If there's any they provide it's a menial job. That what they do is they provide food for animals that eat them, right? Okay, so there you go. That's what we are. We're the flies, right? So then you've got the bees. Now the bees, they're the ones. Now they've got like a stinger, and I call them they're the soldiers. Right, so they've got like this little stinger, but they know that if they use it, they're fucking dead. Right, so if they use it on, apart from if they use it on a human, then it rips the body apart and they're dead. But they're willing to do that when they find themselves in the situation and prepare to defend and all that sort of thing. So there's the bees. Now, what the bees do is they go and whilst they're out and about, they go and gather stuff for pollen and things, and they germinate plants and they do all that good stuff, and then they take shit back. I don't know how it works, but I would imagine they take a certain amount of shit back, so that back to hive, so they can make some money home, and then increase the hive and do all that. Now, at the fucking center of any fucking beehive, there's a queen bee. Now, a queen bee is big. Right, it's bigger. it's much bigger than any of the other bees, right? So this is the queen bee. Now, what my fucking thinking is, right, is that actually it's a wasp in disguise, right? So it's got all fucking scent and that, and it keeps going up. It's got enough scent and for all these fucking drones to keep going. But actually, it's a fucking wasp. And then when you get into wasp category, you're onto people that are fucking really properly predatory and like, you know, these fucking hedge fund managers, bankers, and all this sort of shit. And these are the wasps. These are the people that fucking that pick up all the fucking crap from. They've got no use at all, but they're still within the economy. And then you get up to them fucking hornets that them. Oh, you've seen them Japanese fucking warrior hornets. Have a look at that. Somewhere I think they're called warrior hornets or fighter hornets or something. But them fucking honestly, they are fucking up rock hard. When you approach, people don't approach them anymore because like you get fucked. They've got right bad venom and stuff. But there's people gone in suits that have gone and as they've approached, two fucking hornets have come out and then just stood in front of them and challenged them and stuff. And that's where I think we go in the insect thing, if you know what I mean. No. Anyway, it beats Britain's Got Talent. Spanish chicken, 2 rats in the sewer. I'm fed up, says one. Shit all day, shit all night. The other one says, cheer up. We'll be on the piss tonight. Boom, boom. Oh, dear, fucking hell. Oh, that is gross, isn't it? I mean, even for rats. You don't want them. Oh, God, Jesus. And do you know what? I wonder if rats that are like in sewers, under bars, I wonder if they get inebriated from all piss. That's going down, particularly in like a Witherspoons or something like that. We've had enough. Are you going to the Sheffield protest tomorrow, Jason? I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about going just to show my face. Not that anyone's going to see my face, but I am going. But let's just say I'm a little bit. I'm not. I don't want to be caught up in that, if you know what I mean, in that that protest sort of movement. But although I applaud everybody that does, and yes, so if I can convince my wife to push me about in a wheelchair tomorrow, then I will get down there to the Peace Gardens. So yeah. So, and I won't be wearing a mask either. Do you know it's got ridiculous, hasn't it? I mean, we've had the new normal. We had the new normal rammed down our throats. Yeah, we had the new normal rammed down our throats beforehand, and since they've started saying we're coming out of COVID-19, it's like, well, the new normal's here. That's it. That's it. We've had to adapt to a new normal. This is what they're saying. All these TV shows and shit like that. God, it's just driving me a fucking wall. It's just, it makes me angry, and there's so many fucking shysters about as well that are making money off this. I don't know if there are a few people to avoid, really. I think I'll have a drink. Alice says, I'll meet you there. I went last week, but it was only 20 Black Lives Matter. Well, fucking hell. I mean, that's like Black Lives Matter is like telling me that I'm a fucking stupid cunt that don't realise, what's obvious and realistic. But yeah. I'll see about getting down there. I think it starts about 12 o'clock. I believe Piers Morgan's going to be there. If anybody can declare, can confirm this for me, but Piers Morgan's going to be there, and Gareth Icke is going to be there, and that Dr. Adil, he's going to be there as well. God, I wish I've got a story to tell you about that Dr. Adil, but I just can't. I just can't. Not that it was told to me in confidence. It's just that I just don't really want to. Yeah. Anyway, so Piers Corbyn. Yeah, lol. Good. Yeah, I agree with you. Piers Corbyn, lol. He's a fucking. He's a dick, innit? He's a. Look, there's so many fucking people out there that are just there for your fucking pound note. And I'm not naming any names. I'm not saying Piers Corbyn's there for pound notes. I'm not saying Gareth Icke's there for pound notes. I mean, Gareth Icke's going to be all right, isn't he? I mean, if I were to give him a sporting, if anybody's that knows football, I give him a sporting analogy as Gareth Icke is Jordi Cruyff. So he's going to be there as well. I don't know what he can say. He might play his guitar on his latest record and have it on the Richie Allen show. And just, So, what's been going on in your life? It's pretty much the same as mine. I've got a whole lot of shit lined up for tonight. Piers Morgan, did I? Piers fucking Corbyn. Piers Corbyn and Piers Morgan. That's done on purpose. That's done on purpose, that is, isn't it? They made the names so similar that you get them mixed up. Oh, dear. Not Piers Morgan. But anyway. What's going on in your end? Up your end? Anybody want to pop themselves on and give us a bit of what their life is all about. If you haven't phoned in before, then that would be much appreciated. If you have, then as long as you're not what's the word? Yeah, I do need a smoke. Fucking hell. Yeah. As long as you've got something to say, that's what I want to say. I've got something to say. I'm just, as you can probably tell, I am really, really struggling on how I say it. But something happened tonight that made me think, well, I've got to say this because this would just anyway. So if you want to call in. Let's leave the the stuff for the titillating stuff for the end of the show, and perhaps you'll stay to the end of the show. And you're watching Raconteurs After Dark, and I am Jason Holmes, and I'm just talking I've got a guest almost lined up for Tuesday evening. Another great, another one that's going to, another one that's going on. If that's you again, I'm going to fucking kick you. Now I'm kicking you. Kicking you, man. Kicking you, man. Kick from studio. Kicked. There you go. Yeah. So if you want to, if you see, as you can tell, I'm struggling. I'm struggling with a couple of things. I'm struggling with the fact that I trusted somebody, and I was concerned about them, and it turned out that they were really just on a take, as it were. So and really using my platform to get themselves into positions where they could take advantage of certain people. So yeah, if you listen, I've been thinking about this. It's me coffee who's popped this up, and Jason, if you know something that you don't really want to say, then don't let a drink push you into regret. It's a tough time, but we all get through it. Listen, it's not really about that. It's just something that I've been struggling with for about a week or two. And it's really it's really made me well, it's made me wonder. It's made me wonder whether there's anybody at all who's fucking genuine. When I say I've got through co-hosts, I mean, Andy. Andy went off and wanted to be a granddad, and fair play to him, and hopefully, he's having a good time, and it's all good. Then there were Webby, and things happened with Webby, and it were at a time when Webby wasn't perhaps at his best mentally, and neither was I, to be honest. And we had difficulties communicating, and in the end we parted company, but we remain friends to this day, right? So we Webby we remain friends to this day, and I do think this guy's then we come on to the next one. AD. Now, AD is what AD is. I've known AD for years. I know exactly what he is. I know exactly how he thinks. I know exactly how he feels. I know exactly how he's struggling with what is going on, because as anybody knows who's listened to this show, his whole plan was to move to Thailand. I think that if everything had worked out, it was going to be next March. And now he's really, I think he's stressing out. He's a very stressful guy, Edie. It really does stress out. And I spoke to him yesterday, I think it were. And I just said to him, I said, how's it going on? And he said, I'm just like sort of trying to work out when I'm going to be able to get to Thailand. And I said, well, have you thought that, because there's talk of another lockdown, isn't there, in September, and or October, that there might be another lockdown. So what have you got plans for if that happens? And yada yada yada. And he is where he is. He's at where he has, and he's at where he's at, and he's he's just. I think he's just playing the game as it arrives at his door. So, I've got no problem with AD. Still a great mate of mine. One of my children, one of the people that I woke up, and probably one of the first people that I ever woke up. And I'll always have big love in my heart for AD. Now, then I had a guy called who sort of kept coming on the show, clung on to the show to a certain extent. Was invited on to be a co-host and try, as a guest co-host, and then we were going to see how it worked out and see what happened and everything. And things were going okay. Things were going fine. Things were going, but just great. We were working together and doing it with it all, and then suddenly, boom, gone. He went. He just disappeared, completely disappeared. And I, to be honest, were quite well. First of all, I was upset. I weren't really upset about it, but I wondered about it. You know what I mean? It played on my mind. Have I done something? What's happened? But I've not had. I didn't get a single message to try to explain anything. To say sorry, I don't want to do this anymore. Sorry. I don't. Just give me a ring. Just tell me I don't want to be. Listen, I've got no idea. I've got no idea what someone else is thinking. If you don't want to be my co-host, don't be my co-host. I don't care. It doesn't. It don't matter really. I can do this on my. I'll do it on my own. No, I'm not. It's not exactly fucking. Go on, what's something right good that's on telly? That's been on telly. It's not exactly gone with the wind. We'll call it that, gone with the wind. Although there is quite a bit of wind sometimes. But I'm muting my microphone, especially when we've got a guest on, and we've had some posh guests on as well. Anyways, which you missed out on, right? So anyway, I'm wondering. I don't know where he is, and I keep mentioning it on show. Anybody who's listened will say, who's. If anybody knows where he is or what happened, as long as he's all right and fine. Nothing, not a fucking bean, not a single thing. Okay. Don't think you have to do this alone, Jason. I fucking do if your fucking option of doing it with someone else, Taylor, mate. Honestly, it's like scratching your ass all the time. Then you're off for chips into the kitchen, and then you're trying to be a referee in your mum and dad's fate about Robert Trump or whatever his name is. But anyway, so I've not heard from Owen since last time we were on. So I know they are tight on, aren't they? Going on nomad. Give some thumbs up if you aren't fucking bothered. They don't do me any good, do they? It's not like I've got a thumb up. That'd be good though, wouldn't it? That it probably will happen at one time. Sometime, somewhere you'll be somewhere and you'll have something implanted in you, like so your vagina or on end of your penis, depending on whatever orientation and gender you are, and perhaps where you prefer it. But then when you get it'll give you like a little simulation. It'll be like a mini orgasm or something like that, perhaps. That's what they're doing. So that when you're out and you think, oh God, I've got another Facebook like, I best check on my Facebook. Out comes your phone. You're walking past. I don't know, fucking Greg's, and next thing you know, you've got a token for Greg's coming through on your phone on a text. So you go into Greg's and you get fatter, even though they're telling you, nah, they're fucking telling you to like get quick, to get fucking fitter. What? First of all, right, they've said, right, stop in fucking house. And then they've gone, keep stopping in house, right? And we've took loads of money off you, your furloughed, so you're on 80% or whatever. You're going to have to start eating fucking low-grade shit out of fucking Iceland or whatever. Then furlough's fucking ended, so now they're like bin dipping and fucking shit like that. And then government have got the fucking balls to come on telly and tell you you're a fat cunt. Because of this lockdown, you are now a fat cunt. And if you don't do about it, you're going to be spreading COVID. You're going to be spreading, it's fucking everywhere. You're going to be spreading COVID everywhere. Remember, they said you were supposed to wear a fucking mask on a Zoom conference. Why? Why would you wear a mask on a fucking Zoom conference? Fucking Zoom, I'm wearing a mask. Why? Because it's just to get you to fucking do it. And so you get these fucking idiots, and then there's a fashion, and the mask is... You be who you want from down here, like, from nose down. So as long as you've got a decent haircut and a fucking nice eyes like mine, you're going to be fucking sound. You can put whatever you want below. Be who you want. Be fucking Barbie. Be Ken. Be fucking... It's just... You can be whatever you want to be. All losers are winners. Every loser wins. Everybody gets a prize. Everyone gets a surprise. Oh, God. Basil's mum says, I saw someone in a D&G mask the other day. Lol, Dolce & Gabbana, I am assuming that is. Yeah, I know about, I've heard about them. Yes, one of them COVIDians. Pubs are going into lockdown in Glasgow. Fucking hellfire. You know, I am pissed. Neighbour bought me some whiskey for taking her down to the Mott Centre for her car. Only Dodd a good neighbour thing. She gets me pissed. Well, gonad. I think that is just it's that's the way it should work, isn't it? You know, you do something for me, I don't expect anything. I do something for you, I don't expect anything for it. But you know, I remember one fucking Christmas, a bloke come out. A bloke come round here and it was snowing, and it was, bearing in mind this went back in the day when I had two legs, and there was this bloke and they were stuck, and so I helped him, and I gave him a push and a push and a push, and I helped him, and he went, oh, thank you very much, He says, what's your tipple, red or white? And I said, vodka. And he came a couple of days later, knocked on my door and brought me a bottle of vodka. So that was great. And when I found someone's rabbit, they brought me some wine though. Wankers, fucking wankers. What do you drink? Vodka. Brought me wine. Fucking, I should have just fucking released the rabbit, should I have kept it or something. Lol, Bolton News, Fear is saying we are the highest infected in the UK. For fuck's sake, Bolton. Yeah. Jesus Christ, it's just crazy all over the place, isn't it? There's different places, and you can be now. It's we talk about it, but it is they've implemented the new normal, and I know we won't adhere to it, but that'll just bring us fucking closer to being arrested for silly things like that guy who won't put a mask on that video. One of them were a scouser, weren't they? Anyway, what we were talking about anyway, we were talking about my late esteemed co-presenter. Anyway, I've not heard out from him for fucking God knows how long. Just get up. Then some people approach me and tell me that he is grooming and running elaborate scams, and this is what people have told me. I'm reporting what people have told me. And of course, Owen has his right to reply. But apparently there's a string of ladies, and I've spoken to two, I know of at least three, that are claiming that he has either what's the word? Called them our money, or had attempted to. And so then it sort of when I saw it sort of went right, clicked in my brain, you know what I mean? I'd not heard anything from Owen for fucking God knows how long. I didn't know how we're going to get in touch with him. And you know, if he didn't want to fucking do my show, don't want to do my show, but I just thought it was really funny because I did talk to him. So it did all sort of click into place that it were sort of like banned on the run, if you know what I mean. And what really pissed me off about it was that quite a few of the people that were victims of Owen, or were alleged victims of Owen, I've got to say that, were listeners to my show. Now that I feel responsible for people that listen to my show, and the people that I bring onto this show, and the people that I endorse on this show. So I feel a great responsibility to anybody that's been caught up in any of this, and I'll tell you, I'll say it. I believe it. Okay, it all fits now. Yes, so. Oh, I think he's listening because he's texting, he's messaging me, which is unusual because he's not messaged me for months since he was last on. He's not messaged me. He's messaging me now. He was the funny thing about this was I think he had a bit of a premonition that this is what we're going to be saying tonight, because he, for the first time tonight, sent me a message. But bear this in mind, right? I've not heard from him for God knows how long, right? So tonight, I posted a link to this show tonight on his timeline on Facebook, and he said unable to join. He sent me he sent me a message. It's the first message. I'll say the last message that I got from him was on 20th of July, that said travelling out 2 hours to see a couple of sites while visiting friends. Not sure of signal strength. Phone. He tried to get it. Look, this. He tried to. We were talking about the Portugal thing, and I do believe that. I do believe the first thing that I've heard from him since I posted up this, that I was going to be doing this, right? For the first time, he said, unable to join you tonight. I didn't ask him to join me tonight due to ill health. We'll be listening in. Have a good one, right? So I mean, that for me is a defensive tactic. He's trying to make on the friendship that we had before, prior to this. Listen. If all I wanted to do is I just wanted to let you know this is my side of what happened with Owen. I don't. If Owen's got a right to reply, a complete and utter right to reply. There are allegations made against him, and they all fit in. And to be honest with you, the first conversation I had with two of the alleged victims, the first conversation I had, I think when they told me, I said, "Wow, that completely fits. It completely fits." So that's what I wanted to. Carefully. Yeah, we will be careful. These are allegations, okay? I know they're allegations, but I felt that there were allegations that needed to be out there in case there's any. I mean, if there's no truth to them, then there's no harm to Owen, because he's not trying to rip anybody off or do anything or whatever. All right, but if he is, then there is harm to not saying anything. So I've said it. It's it's completely hit me hard, and I've I've really rocked it over in my mind. It's really, it's been going over in my mind. No, I'm not saying it's fucked my mind, because, once I'd got certain information, all other things fell into place. And then when I say I'm going to do a show about shysters and what have you, and con men and people, and yes, innocent until proven guilty. I agree with you, Alistair Norman. I'm telling you what happened. I've got here the first message that I'd received from him since July, the 20th of July, and he never told me he weren't coming on. He never came on, and I got the feeling that he were running away. Look, all I'm trying to say is, just look after. Remember, people aren't always upset, and I'm not including Owen in this, because we've not. There is no proof that I've got no actual evidence. I've got Dean. Yeah, it says thin ice don't drown. No, I won't. There's no. I've got no actual physical evidence. I don't know these. What I'm doing is I'm conveying to you, as listeners to this show, and as I feel responsible for the people that listen to this show, then I just wanted to make sure that measure was in place, just so that people could make their own mind up. I wish fucking everyone, but I wish everybody fucking were true to the word, but they're not. And I know I've seen it. I've seen fucking Crane fucking dying of cancer, fucking 1 minute. Next minute he's fucking, I don't know what he's doing. He's on some fucking remote, island retreat, having fucking, coconut oil rubbed into his bollocks by fucking, by local women. And this is his. I know that there are people about, so I do want to I do want to share that, and I just want people to just take notice. I don't know, right? I'm not saying I know anything, but what I am saying is that this is what I've been told, and this fits into my experience, right, of what has happened. So that's. I think I'll leave that one at that. I think I'll leave that one at that now and have a bit of a smoke. Oh, I don't know what it says on my t-shirt. Can anybody read that? Is it in fucking HK7 80644? Bring back Guy Taylor. Exactly. Guy Taylor, what a guy he were. There you go. So anyway, a little bit of sport in the chat room. If you're using the chat room, listen. Thanks for listening to Raconteurs After Dark. And please use the chat room. Have a nice chat with each other. Everybody's got different opinions. Everybody can have their own opinions. And I've got no problem with them unless they're opposing my opinions, in which case they are wrong. No, I don't mean that. And I will come and throw some bleach in your face. Yeah, apparently there's a gig on tomorrow in Sheffield City Centre, Peace Gardens, 12 o'clock. Piers, not Morgan, what's that other one called? Corbyn. Oh, God, fucking hell. I'd love to have Piers Corbyn on and just say, what the fuck were your brother doing? He had his fucking the whole world in his hand and he fucking threw it away for a bunch of fucking cunts. So, you know, we're a bunch of cunts. Oh, anyway, yeah. What we're going to be doing next week? Well, I've got somebody on the hook, as it were, just seeing if he's available next Tuesday. If not, then I've got somebody else. So I don't want to name names because I don't want my first choice and my second choice to be aware that they were either first choice or second choice. Because firstly, I don't want them to be arrogant, and secondly, I don't want them to feel inferior. So there'll be somebody on Tuesday. For some reason, in my journal, my little thing that I work in, I write shit down. I've got some sums. I don't do sums, do I? Right, anyway, let's have a look on the death pool or whatever it is, dead pool. Okay. He had Paul McCartney. Oh, then he had Simon. Oh, no. Yeah, then he didn't. He had Simon Cowell. I've got Kevin Keegan. I'm pretty confident. I'm sure he's one of them that's just going to drop dead out of blue. And you know there'll be a Keegan whatever Shield Destroyer. Oh, Owen reckoned it would be Barack Obama or Barack Obama. So no, I don't think he'll. I think he's all right in a minute. Shield Destroyer, another one that's fucking done a run for hills. I've not heard no from him. Is he still doing stuff? Is he still doing his videos and saying, "No"? I hope he is. Anyway, he had Donald Trump. This next line sounds really, really. This next sound, this next sentence sounds a little bit rude. But Heath had Gary Glitter. Max Organ had Michael Barrymore. See, there's people in here that I don't see anymore. Webby had Johnny Depp. Super Leeds had Paul McCartney. I don't know where Super Leeds is. He's probably asleep by now. It's a bit late for him. And especially now the lockdown in Leeds as well. You're not allowed to go out if you're a young person. That's what they should do. They should just stop young people going out. So if you're over 50, you can go out. But, right, because I'm over 50, I get my going out card, but I can sell it to a youngster. So I don't get to go out at all, which I don't fucking anyway. And then I'll flog my card, my going out card, my papers to some youngster. Because it won't be somebody looking at them, will it? Just go boop, 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 boop. Like RFIDs, I'll have to get everywhere because I'm over 50. See what I mean? An economy, a black economy coming up. And that's, by the way, that's not racist. Webby had Johnny Depp. Une had Prince Charles. Not bad. Mahatma. Again, another one. Mahatma Levelance, right? Fuck off, Jason. I look older than you. No, I'm 50, mate. I'm 50. Mahatma Levelance, he had Robert De Niro. Someone called Rumpel Foreskin. Remember Rumpel Foreskin? He had John Cleese. These are a lot. It's like a blast from the past, and it's only fucking how long ago? Not that long ago, is it? Beginning of the year. Richard Kinsick, can I put Philip Schofield forward? No, it's done this now. I'm not writing any of these out. Half of these people on this fucking list with like names that I wrote down that I did, they're all fucking, I don't see them anymore. And so they're banned, so they're probably under a different name because they were banned or something. Stephen Moore put Billy Connolly. Wee Feet put Russell Brand. Michael Allen put Rolf Harris. Really, bit of an open goal there, and he's about fucking 85, and he's in prison, so he's not getting best diet and all that, and he's not getting that much exercise either on fucking nonce yard. So, you know, I think you're hedging your bets there. Don Telling Pike. Again, we've not seen for. I hope you're all right, Neil. Please send me an email. I'll be straight back to you, mate. We'll have another phone call. I did speak to him on a Zoom call, and I've not seen him since, and it's worrying me. So please, don't tell him, Pike. He had David Icke. Dave Iron had the Pope. Which fucking Pope? They're all fucking... Kev James had Tony Blair, another one I've not heard of. Kev James, I mean. But they must have all been in on this night. Andrew had Jim Carrey. Trisha had Eamon Holmes. James Howe had Rowan Atkinson. Mark Devlin had Ringo Starr. And that's it. So none of them are dead. So what we should have called it is the live match, the live pool. All these fuckers are still alive. Like, you know, Tom Hanks. I mean, someone had why didn't someone have Tom Hanks? You know, Tom Hanks. What's up with him? I mean, what's going on with him? Then there's this video that somebody put up And there's two different videos where a cop has been abusive to somebody for, I don't know, not taking a test or something daft like that. And it's the same cop in both videos. So now people are saying it's, or somebody's suggesting that it's all set up. So I don't know. Chinese dog aids. Who's had Chinese dog aids? Santa. Are we going to have a Christmas this year? I mean, if they're going to implement this fucking lockdown, what you're going to do is it as an... Are we having an Amazon Christmas? Or is it going to be a Corona Christmas or a COVID Christmas? Or a COVID Xmas? You know, and then what are we going to do? You're not going to have... You can't have a party. Might as well just fucking cancel it. Just say, look, fuck it, fuck Christmas this year. No, what's going to happen? You know, people aren't going to be able to get with their friends and family and what have you. And then there's going to be people who have got no money because the jobs have been destroyed by this. And I noticed that domestic violence were up by 20% since lockdown. 20%. I mean, that's huge. It's absolutely massive increase in domestic violence, and this is down to money. The government, basically, the government fucking people. You know, if someone's got suddenly they haven't got a job, they might have been on a site, you know, working day by day, jobbing, contracting, whatever. They're not going to get fuck all. And so, what? There's going to be an increase in domestic violence because people have lost the critical thinking skills to be able to discuss the problems and try to sort them out, or realise that they're up shit creek. I mean, it fucking... They haven't got those skills, so they'll argue. And then domestic violence, and mostly because the men are stronger, it's usually men upon women, but it also works the other way around as well. So, you know, women, a woman hitting a man because, you know, you what sort of fucking man are you? You can't even bring money into the house. This is what's fucking going on. It's going on this, but I'm allowing this to happen. But it's all right. It's all right. Send your kids to school. Oh, by the way, send your kids to school. Send your SIDS to school. Send your kids to school. Don't forget, I've got a lot of vodka. I've got a fucking full bottle of that, even opened. It's that stuff. Oh, yeah. JJ Whiteley. Family distiller. Ooh, it's got a corking top and everything. It's right posh. I didn't even start on that yet. But yeah, but you sending your kids to school. I put a post up the other day. If you send your kids to school, congratulations. You've just fucking abused your children on behalf of the government. Government don't have to abuse us kids anymore. They just tell us to do it and we do it. Fucking abusing your kids, sending them to school with a fucking mask on. I mean, where did this fucking push for instead of what about terrorism? Terrorism. You know what I mean? These covering your face so you can't be recognised. You know, you're a terrorist threat. You walk up to anywhere before this nonsense last year. Walk up to anywhere, your face covered. Someone's going to be asking you what the fuck you're doing, uncover your face. And yet, now, because, you know, they've gone like, now then, there's this fucking thing, right? If you don't cover your face up, they're gonna. It'll get in your body, right? And it'll fucking lay eggs in your body. And then one night, when you're asleep, all moths will start flying out of your mouth, and then they'll circle you and start eating you because they can't get. Fucking Jesus Christ! Ain't never worn a mask, says Gonad to Nomad. I'm glad to hear it. But I also understand how people are fucking wearing them. I understand that they're so fucking shit scared and they've had any humanity or any fucking common sense educated out of them. Educated. Remember fucking what's his face? That fucking cunt, fucking Linton Charles. Charles Linton, that's what he called himself when he got done for fucking wanking tramps off in a fucking bog in Fulham, didn't he? All them years ago, he called himself Charles Linton to get away from it. So Anthony Blair didn't actually have a fucking criminal conviction, but Charles Linton, who was his were his middle names, he did. So it's all right. His middle names had a fucking criminal record. You know, fucking, oh, God almighty. You know, that cunt, fucking, what did he say? Education. He might as well have been indoctrination. And the way that he said it should have sparked fucking red lights everywhere for fascists. Because repeating something 3 fucking times, you know, that's like the ultimate fucking. Well, we're fucking definitely going to do this. Definitely. Fucking Tony Blair. My fucking arse. Fucking my arse. And listen, if anyone else will ring in, except you, Uni, I'm barring you for now. I went on your show overnight and you were extremely rude to me in many ways. I'm only kidding. You weren't really rude to me. I think I was rude to you. But then that's my modus operandi. Yeah, everyone see the Liverpool train video today. Yeah, we all saw that. I think I saw it anyway. There's protests going on all over the country. I keep seeing, I look down for dates to see if the Sheffield one was on one of these lists, and it wasn't. I know he wasn't rude, didn't he? For fuck's sake. I'm having a joke. You know what I mean? Oh, don't worry, Jason. I'll give you a break from me today. All right. Well, cheers. I'm listen, if nobody rings in, I'm going to call it quits now anyway, because I've done an hour, and it's Friday night, and I've got some weed, and I ain't got no weed. If there's any coppers listening, I ain't got no weed. I am. And if anybody wants to come round for a joint, I ain't got no weed. So bring your own. But yeah, tomorrow, Peace Gardens. Hopefully I'll be there. Hopefully I will be there. If any way humanly possible, I will be there, but you understand it's difficult for me because I'm nowhere near on my new leg. Sorry, on me prosthetic yet. So, but I'll be there. I'll be there. It's after dark. Keep going. Well, go on and talk. You ring in it to me, Coffee, and I'll fucking ring. I'll talk to you. Did the Liverpool gay train pull into time? Lol. Pull out in time. Got you. It doesn't matter, does it? You can't get a gay can't get pregnant. It's not like you can get a gay pregnant, is it? Can you? I don't know. My gay lover is pregnant. That'd be like on Jeremy Kyle. Remember that? Got rid of that, didn't they? And that's what this is becoming if I have, yeah. Well, I hope you all. It's all right to me. It's no problem. But you can understand that when you sat here doing an hour and just talking on your own, it is quite difficult. When you have a guest on, it's they usually do half at talking. So at most, I'm talking for an hour, and hopefully, I'm talking for about 20 minutes when we've got a guest on. So it's just a bit. It's just a little bit much for me to. The resistance is coming. Kyle's dodgy DNA company now do COVID tests. There you go. Tell you dinner. It's all a conspiracy. Jeremy Kyle is behind COVID. Jeremy Kyle is behind COVID. He started it. I don't know anybody who's got it. I don't know anybody who's tested positive for it. I don't know anybody who's died from it. It's a pandemic. Why won't someone come and help us, Mr. fucking Gates? Take off your shirt to reveal a spandex B for Bill across your chest and take us. Vroom, vroom, vroom. He can vaccinate us with his finger, like fucking Superman can with all this stuff. Vroom, vroom. I'm vaccinating all of you. I am B-Man, Bill Gates. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, sorry, I don't want to be. Boom! Oh, fucking hell! I've already been fucking vaccinated. It's it's definitely going that way. Listen, I'll have a guest for you Tuesday. Let me. If I can show you. That you might not know that I've got on me. That's just behind. Here, look at that. It's my lorry because I used to be in haulage. And it's got Jason written on it because that's my name. It's a lorry. It is a lorry, honestly. Have I got green screen on or something? I can't. It's a blue one anyway. There you go. Got some scissors and some pens and that. I have got green screen thing on. That's why these green fucking scissors look like they haven't got any angles, whereas they have. Well, actually, looks like all them people that. So green screen's still on. Okay. I understand this isn't the venue, but it's already out there. If 99.872% of folk have survived it worldwide, why do we need a vaccine? Because they're making money. Yeah. So there you go. Anyway, I've done an hour and 10 minutes. It's been a very great pleasure to speak to you. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. I hope the sun shines upon your skin and in your heart, and keep it like that. And just beware of people that fucking say shit like that all the time and mean none of it. Whereas when you listen to people, well, I hope that when you listen to me, you realise that I do. None of it's fucking scripted. It's not written down. I have ideas that I write down sometimes. It's not scripted, and I don't want to. It's all mine. It's all. I own it all. No matter what happens tomorrow, I will own it all. the whole lot of it. I will own it all, because that's what I do. And you should do that as well. Thanks very much for listening. Thanks to everyone who's in chat room, everyone who's watched on Facebook and on YouTube. Thank you very much for your continued support. I did lose a lot of support after whilst someone were on, but it seems to be coming back. So I'm really pleased for that, and I'm really pleased that I'm privileged, to be fair, that we've got 60 people fucking watching me on a Friday night. Fuck all to do. It makes me feel honoured. So thank you very much. Take it easy. See you later. Love you.